Hello, welcome to NovaCraft Season 1, Episode 3. So Episode 1 should have given us the dimensions in the front of our arena, and Episode number 2 would be the lettering for the Gasketball Arena. So in today's episode, I'm going to show you some of the workings of the Redstone side of things. Because there's been a lot of questions as to how it works. So basically, at the entrance of our Gasketball points, so when you go through the double doors, there are pressure plates, and the pressure plates activate and dispense the corresponding number of points. So I'll get up there and show you. So here is the gate for gate number 1 point. You step on the pressure plate under there. That would be right over there. You have your comparator, you have your repeater sending out the signal, and it comes over here. Have our handy little dispenser, and it will dispense 1 for 1 signal. That will then go through our little stream, up the bubble column, and we have an observer on the other side reading that. So an easy way to see that would be over here. On the top there, we just have our dispenser, we have a hopper, a barrel, and we have our observer. And so we dispense it, and if it weren't unlocked, we would have our points getting marked. So it's a very simple design. I really love how it works. I had to install a clock, so over here going into the bubble column, there's just a clock, so that way too many items are not dispensed at the same time. There were some comments on NASA's video about the delay. The delay is actually intentional, because I want to make sure if there's 1 point, you get it. If 2 people come in at the same time through the same gate or one of the multiple, points, then they're just getting their credit. When I didn't have the clock going on here, the problem was that like 3 little items would float and then the observer would just read it as 1 point. So we didn't want that, so that's why that's there. So let me show you how the 2 point works. So over here on the 2 point, it's the same system. You have your pressure plate over there. I'll actually show you. Pop out over here. You have your pressure plates here, and right underneath you have your comparator, your repeater shooting the signal, and it goes into our double set of dispensers. So we have our 2 dispensers, douche douche, and they will send out our 2 little nuggets into our system. Uh-oh. Time to sleep. Sorry, it's just I don't think anyone else is playing on the server at this time. And it's not all mob proof out here yet. So we go up here to the 3rd one, and it's the same. You go through, press on the pressure plate, it will send the signal to the 3 dispensers, and you'll dispense 1 little nugget that'll go through our system. So this is how we have this going, and I absolutely love it. I'm not a redstone expert, okay? I'm definitely not the redstoner, but I have the same system going on this side. So if somebody steps on the pressure plate in the middle, or you have two people going through, or one after the other. I want to make sure the signals were correct, so I have both of them going into the one signal. Right now it's locked, and as soon as we press the button on up top to start our game, then it will unlock these gates, so that way you'll be able to gain your points. And I just realized I have to deliver these two little blocks back in their place. Let's see, this one went here, and this one was right there. Perfect. So that's how our point system works. Because I know there were a lot of questions about that. So we'll get into more details as to the redstoning. You can see the tower. Up there is our little station where the game starts. I can actually show you. We'll go around here and show you. So you go in through your Gasketball Arena, you have your little areas. I definitely have to get some books. I'll see if there's any books from the library that they're not using that I could use, or I'll buy some from our Barnes & Nobles. It's on the main island. So here we have our arena. It's currently shut off and everything. The lights turn on, these lights turn on, so I have this extra indicator light in the middle, so that way when the game is on, it's easier to see when it starts. We have some snowballs here, and we have some potions here. Our game here, when we press this button, doosh, that will come over here and activate the whole system. So it goes this way, and we have a couple of clocks over there, and that will send the signal up top to our indicator lights to say, hey, the game is active now. I have to get that piece of dirt out of there. So yes, so when we press the button, it activates the clocks with the timer. There's another one that will come down here at the end of the 8 minutes, and it will send this pink signal back to the system to send a signal to go ahead and lock everything in place. So when it's unlocked, you have this blue signal over here to send the signal to the quarters. So the quarter clocks are there. And this other signal, the green one, it's currently red, it's locked. See if we can get down here without dying. It goes down here, and we have our little redstone tower, and you can see that it's red right there, and it's locking our gates. And it's locking our gates over there in the yellow if we can get high enough. Yeah, you can see it didn't match up, so I went up here and brought the signal that way and sent it, and it does the same with the red. So our gates are, you can go through the gates, try to get your points. It's not going to count if the system is locked. I'll go ahead and press the button so that way you guys can see what happens when it's on. That would be a skeleton I shot the other day. I will take that. Definitely need some arrows. I do not have infinity on my bow. I'm at the point in the game where most everything... Let's see. Here we go. Here is our game. Yay! It's all activated. It's all lit up. Our quarters will reset and start marking. Currently they're not synced up because I was testing some stuff, experimenting with changing the length of the game and just different experiments. But anyway, for the purposes of this video, we have our system that is now activated. The green one is lighting up there, so it is it is giving us this lovely system here, turning on our lights, saying, hey, the game is on. This extra light up here, it only serves as a purpose for me when I was testing the clock and making sure that everything was on, because from there I could not tell the lights were on or off. So that's like my little indicator light. So the clock is now activated, it's running, the items are going from one to the other in an etho clock, and they're set up to mark every 2 minutes, so that will send the signal. And for the every 2 minutes, it is 4 blocks and 43 items. So that's how many you'll want in your clock for about 2 minutes. That's the timing I was getting on our server. It may vary by a few pieces with yours, maybe more, maybe less, but 4 full stacks and then 43 is what was giving me 2 minutes. And then I have the etho clock hooked up to another etho clock with 8 minutes, and at the 8 minutes it will send the signal down the pink aisle to completely shut off the system and lock the gates. So I am going to show you the gates, so I think that's pretty cool. You can see this is turned off right now. All of this is turned off, and our gates are now unlocked. So what that means is, if you're playing the game, you can get your points. And now it is unlocked, so it will register your points and it will go through and our nice little system and shoot it up there and send it away and mark it onto our clock. Well, it's not a clock. Our scoreboard. So that is all I have for today. Again, any questions that you have on this part of the redstone, I'm trying to do everything in parts because it makes it easier. I did not do a full tutorial as I was building this for 2 reasons. One reason is I wasn't planning on starting a YouTube channel. I started the YouTube channel again because of NovaCrafter. She started making the videos and encouraging me to do the same because you guys were seeing the Gasketball Arena while she was working on the train station at the gaming district. Again, I will show, we'll go ahead and check and see if there's any progress on this. Woohoo! Here we are. She's been working on the train station, and the reason we have a train station going from spawn is so that you can go on spawn, hop on the train that will bring you here to the gaming district, and you will be able to come over and enjoy the game with us. So the idea is our 1,000 subscriber special. Once we both hit 1,000 subscribers on both of our channels, we will have a special competition here, maybe a basketball tournament, so that way we can have lots of players. To make sure we know who would like to join, please subscribe and let us know in the comments. So you need to be a subscriber, and definitely let us know in the comments that you'd like to participate. I've been mentioning it in several of our videos already, so that way, dun dun dun, every time you guys come in, we will put your name, your YouTube user tag or handle, and we will go ahead and include that in our system randomizer, and we'll pick out several of you to come and join us for a session, and we'll be able to play in the tournament. Because definitely you can play basketball on your own, it's fun. You can play one-on-one, it's also fun, but it would be really great to see if we can get a 4-on-4 match. So yeah, a 4-on-4 match, maybe some teams, maybe some, and so we'll be collecting everything that we need. We need uniform, we need I need some armor trims. I have to go to the nether for that, so you guys will be joining me for that, and we'll have to finish up our Gasketball Arena. It's all functional as of right now, but I do need to produce some more gray concrete, and I need to go up on the walls. So yeah, there we are. So again, this has been G2 Cute on the NovaCraft server for Season 1, Episode 3. Again, if you think the video deserved a like rating, please give us a like. Please subscribe so that way we know that you're interested in participating and you're interested in this content. Definitely subscribe and comment to be one of our contestants in this Gasketball tournament that we shall be doing. Thank you again, and goodbye.